unofficially to cool things down.
Open a nomination form and fill it out. The Hall of Fame committee will vote on nominations in June. This reminder from the Marshfield Tiger Booster Club.
Forward Bank has been helping homeowners purchase the houses of their dreams since 1919. This tradition of treating customers like family and helping build stronger neighborhoods is supported by a broad line of mortgage and home equity loans. Let us move the process of building, buying, or refinancing your home forward. Turn to the depositor-owned local bank with great rates and low closing costs, here to guide you through the process. Save even more time. Check out our online mortgage application at forward.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 422932.
Baseball action this afternoon here on WOSQ as the Marshfield Tigers meet Stevens Point at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. That game is up next on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WOSQFM.com. Marshfield Tiger baseball on WOSQ. And welcome to Jack Hackman Field at Marshfield. Baseball action today on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WOSQFM.com. This afternoon, the Marshfield Tigers face the Stevens Point Panthers in Wisconsin Valley Conference Baseball. I'm Gene DeLisio. Good to have you with us for Tiger baseball action this afternoon here on WOSQ. Beautiful day here in central Wisconsin. Temperatures in the upper 70s. A bit on the cloudy sky, but no threatening weather, and we should have a good ball game today. This is the second time this week these two teams have met in Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball. They faced one another in Plover on Tuesday, and Stevens Point came from behind to win that ball game by a score of 4-2. Our starting pitchers for today, for Stevens Point, it's Ty Reckner, and for the Marshfield Tigers, right-hander Carson Mattis. Marshfield and Stevens Point, Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball today here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. We'll check in with Tiger baseball coach John Southworth as our pregame report continues in just a moment. This afternoon here on WOSQ, Marshfield and Stevens Point meeting here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield this afternoon. Great day for baseball here in central Wisconsin, and Tiger baseball coach John Southworth joining us for some comments. Coach, your ball club lost a tough one to Stevens Point on Tuesday, but played quite well in that ball game. Any overall thoughts you have on that contest on Tuesday?
Yeah, it was a good high school baseball game. I think we had 5 hits, they had 7. Both teams pitched really well. Came down to, a couple plays, and they made them, and we didn't. But I was pretty happy the way we competed.
Your team kind of in a tailspin right now. You've lost about 6 out of 8 ball games, and by a lot of close ball games as well. Are there some little things that are happening to your ball club, or you're not performing well in some areas that are causing some problems right now?
Yeah, I think part of it is that, and part of it is the schedule. You know, we've played a really good Chippewa team in a doubleheader, and now we're going to play Point in the second game this week. That's part of it, and the other thing is our, doing the little things. You know, blocking balls behind the plate, throwing to the right bases. While we haven't been terrible, you know, we were better at the start of the year. So we got to get that cleaned up.
Your pitching staff has performed pretty well this year. I want to ask about your catcher, Adam Gilbertson, what he's done for you and how he's helped this pitching staff this season.
Yeah, Adam's a junior. He's got a lot of talent. As far as offensively, I think he's batting cleanup. He hits the ball well. He's got the ability to make contact. His arm is fine. He's doing a really good job. We have to work a little bit more on blocking balls. You know, when we're only scoring 4 or 5 runs a game, to turn singles into doubles because of not blocking the plate is a real detriment. But he's getting better every week.
How do you work with him on the pitch situation? Some coaches like to call their own pitches. Some coaches have the catcher do that. How do you work with him in areas like that?
Yeah, it starts in the open gyms in the wintertime. I'm not a believer in calling pitches. I think the kids that we have out here are real intelligent, and we work with them on different situations as to what we like in those situations, and we give them free rein to call pitches. And you know, if I see something that I don't think was appropriate, then we correct that after the inning is out. But I'm a real believer in catchers calling their own pitches for the pitcher, and the pitcher can always shake them off. So I feel pretty comfortable with that.
Pregame comments from Marshfield Tiger baseball coach John Southworth. Tigers facing Stevens Point here at Jack Ackman Field in Marshfield this afternoon. Let's check in with the starting lineups for this ball game. First of all, for Stevens Point today, the leadoff man at left field is Jackson Fox. Fox in left field leading off this afternoon. Batting second for Stevens Point, the second baseman, Cale Roth. Roth at second base, batting number 2. Hitting third is the center fielder, Bennett Klisch. Klisch in center field, batting third. The number 4 hitter is the catcher, Deacon Kobach. Kobach is catching and batting fourth. Hitting fifth and playing right field is Braden Nystrom. Nystrom in right field, batting fifth. The number 6 hitter is the DH, Devin Morozek. Morozek, the DH, batting sixth. He's batting today in place of pitcher Ty Reckner. Batting seventh is third baseman Ben Fonte. Fonte at third base, batting number 7. Hitting eighth, first baseman Caleb Mayer. Mayer at first base, batting eighth. And the number 9 hitter, shortstop Carl Beekler. Beekler at shortstop, batting ninth. The batting order for the Marshfield Tigers, leadoff man at third base, Chase Robinson. Robinson playing third base and leading off today. Batting second is the center fielder, Owen Griesbach. Griesbach batting second in center field. Hitting third, left fielder Ben Deach. Deach in left field, batting third. Hitting fourth is Tiger catcher Adam Gilbertson. Gilbertson catching and batting fourth. Hitting fifth, first baseman Cole Halverson. Halverson at first base, batting fifth. In the number 6 spot, second baseman Wyatt Post. Post at second base, batting sixth. The number 7 hitter is pitcher Braxton Kurth. Kurth, the DH today. Kurth DHing, batting seventh, batting in place of pitcher Carson Mattis. Hitting eighth is Tiger right fielder Braden Anderson. Anderson in right field, batting eighth. The number 9 hitter, Marshfield shortstop Bennett Lang. Lang at shortstop, batting number 9 for the Marshfield Tigers this afternoon. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer Marshfield, and ZaleskiSports.com. And now here is our national anthem. That is our national anthem. We're set for baseball here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. I'm Gene DeLisio with you for coverage of Tiger baseball here on WOSQ and ZaleskiSports.com this afternoon. Marshfield Tigers in the field with their brand new orange pinstripe uniforms. At first base for the Tigers this afternoon is Cole Halverson. At second base, Wyatt Post. The shortstop is Bennett Lang. At third base, Chase Robinson. In right field, Braden Anderson. In center field, Owen Griesbach. In left field, Ben Deach. The catcher is Adam Gilbertson. On the mound is right-hander Carson Mattis. Came out here today and saw these guys in orange uniforms heading to the third base dugout and thought, gee, why is SPASH in the third base dugout? Then I realized it was the Tigers in these brand new orange pinstripe uniforms. Coach Southworth tells us they were designed by the Tiger seniors. They have the names on the back, and they will be keepsake uniforms apparently for the Tiger baseball players. Let's quickly check the Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball standings heading into action today. Stevens Point in first place at 6-1. DC Everest second at 4-2. Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids share third place, each team 4-3. Wausau West 4-5. Wausau East 2-5, and Merrill is 2-7. The other games in the Wisconsin Valley Conference today: Wisconsin Rapids at DC Everest, Wausau West at Merrill, and Wausau East is playing a non-conference game at Antigo this afternoon. Right-hander Carson Mattis getting the call on the mound for the Marshfield Tigers today. Wind is blowing in a bit from right field, southerly breeze, so that would affect balls hit towards right field, especially by left-handed batters.
Okay, leading off things tonight for the Panthers, number 12, Jackson Fox.
Leadoff man for Stevens Point here in the first inning is left fielder Jackson Fox, batting right-handed. Carson Mattis working from the stretch. Gets set and delivers. On the outside corner for a called strike. Play is underway. Marshfield and Stevens Point, Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball today here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. 0-1 on Jackson Fox. And Mattis fires once again. Foul bat to the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. Nice crowd on hand to take in Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball this afternoon. Enjoying this weather. It's a bit overcast and gray, but really no threat of precipitation. Nice warm afternoon here in central Wisconsin. 0-2 on Jackson Fox. Mattis gets set. Throws once again a big curveball that breaks high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tigers do have to make some defensive adjustments with Mattis on the mound. Normally he is Marshfield's center fielder. He's set once again and throws 1-2. Popped foul on the first base side of the play. Still 1-2. And so with Carson on the mound today, Owen Griesbach, who normally plays right field, moves to center field, and Braden Anderson is inserted to play right field for Marshfield this afternoon. Still 1-2 on Jackson Fox, and Mattis throws once again. Pep in the air towards right field. Anderson coming hard near the line, dives, and looks like he makes the catch. He in foul ground? No, the ball did pop away. It was a foul ball, so a great effort by Braden, and for a moment there it looked like he did come up with the baseball on a diving attempt, but popped away from him, and so it's a foul fly for Jackson Fox. He comes back with a 1-2 count. Good effort there by Braden Anderson in right field. Couldn't tell right away. He's kind of smothered the ball, then got up and the ball was sitting there next to him. Still 1-2 on Fox. Mattis fires once again, foul bat to the screen. Count stays 1-2. Good group of Stevens Point fans over here watching baseball this afternoon, enjoying the ballpark at Jack Hackman Field. Once again, 1-2 on Jackson Fox. And Mattis throws a curveball hit to deep short in the hole, grabbed by Lang. He'll get up and throw across the diamond, but way late. And Fox beats that one up for an infield hit.
Fox leads off with a hit, and that brings up number 9, Cale Roth.
So a leadoff base runner for Stevens Point. The batter is second baseman Cale Roth, batting left-handed. Coach Terpstra at third base with some signs. as Roth stands in. Fox at first base gets a good lead, held there by Cole Halverson. Mattis looks over. And the pitch to Roth is taken over for a called strike one. Adam Gilbertson did throw out one base runner in the game with SPASH on Tuesday at Plover. Showing a good arm on Tuesday. 0-1 on Cale Roth. Mattis throws once again. Ball is taken outside, and Roth thinking about the bunt, but took the pitch off the plate for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tigers looking for 2 here. Fox takes his lead. He is going. Pitch is inside, and Gilbertson juggles the ball, can't make a throw. Stolen base for Jackson Fox, and Point has a man in scoring position. The count on Roth, 2 balls, 1 strike. Gilbertson got up to throw, then juggled it somewhat, and never followed through. And so the count on Roth, 2 balls, 1 strike. And Point is a man in scoring position. Mattis checking the base runner. Now throws and misses low and outside for a ball. And the count 3-1. By the way, these two teams kind of moving in opposite directions. Stevens Point 12-1 overall, 6-1 in conference play, and they've won their last 9 games. Mattis set, throws once again, half swing and a miss. And the count on Roth, full 3-2. Marshfield Tigers 7-7 overall, 4-3 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. The Tigers have lost 6 of their last 8 games. 3-2 on Cale Roth. And Mattis gets set and throws. High hopper towards first base and by Halverson to right field for a base hit. Fox rounding third base, and he'll come home with the first run of the ball game. RBI base hit for Cale Roth, and Stevens Point grabs a quick 1-0 lead. Halverson over between first and second. Got kind of an in-between hop and couldn't gather it in. So Point scores. The batter now, center fielder Bennett Klisch, batting right-handed. Roth edging off first base. Mattis looks over there. And the pitch to Klisch, a breaking ball, is across for a called strike one. Stevens Point with a quick lead, leading 1-0 as SPASH bats in the top of the first. Runner at first base, still nobody out. 0-1 on Bennett Klisch. Quick toss to first base, and Roth dives back in safely. By the way, there is a second game here at Jack Hackman Field tonight, matching the Columbus Dons against Greenwood, following this ball game here at Jack Hackman Field. The 0-1 to Klisch, runner going, hit in the air towards right field. Braden Anderson starts in towards the line, makes the catch. Quick toss back to first base, just late. Klisch flies to right field for out number 1, and Roth almost cut off the bag, but hustles back in before Anderson's throw gets to Halverson.
Klisch flies out to right, bringing up number 1, Deacon Kobach.
With 1 out, the batter is catcher Deacon Kobach, the cleanup man for Stevens Point. Right-handed hitter. Kobach digs in. Once again, Roth leads at first base, held there by Halverson. Mattis will check him. And now delivers. And missed down low for ball 1. Well, the Milwaukee Bucks now in the process of looking for a new head coach after firing Mike Budenholzer, and the latest name to show up on their list is Scott Brooks, veteran NBA head coach. The 1-0 to Kobach, low and outside for a ball, 2-0. Kobach spent 5 years as the head coach at Washington, 7 years at Oklahoma City, has a pretty good career record in the NBA, 521 and 414. He's assisted in Portland the last 2 seasons. 2-0 on Kobach. And Mattis throws again, low and outside, ball 3. 3-0. So the Bucks have gone to Portland to ask for permission to speak with Brooks about their head coaching position.
There's no one quite like Doug Gottlieb.
I know.
Seriously.
The difference in me and anybody else in the history of this medium is
I pissed people off for a long time just saying what I think.
Like there really isn't.
anybody who says otherwise,
He's buff,
I will fight you.
tough, and outspoken.
I don't actually hate to be that guy. I am that guy.
Find out for yourself.
And I will point that out.
It's the Doug Gottlieb Show.
Yeah.
Tune in weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, right here on Fox Sports Radio.
Get ready, ready, ready.
Jason Smith and Mike Harmon are dropping knowledge like this.
It's inevitable that the NBA, unless they change, is going to deal with an awful situation because now fans want to be part of the game like they've never have been before. Ishbia is holding on to the basketball, won't give it back, right? Malice at the Palace is only one play away, right? Fans want to be a part of the game now. They see a way to do it. And players don't care about turning a deaf ear to what they hear in the stands. They're now ready to go in. And LeBron's had people ejected. Russell Westbrook's had problems with fans in the stands. I'm telling you, the NBA, it's just a matter of time before they're dealing with another instance that's going to wind up worse than Malice at the Palace because everybody's going to want to go in and fight somebody. And at the end, I don't know what the NBA thinks is going to happen here, that things are just going to work. With everything that we've seen the last few years, how social media has created less of a barrier between fan and player, where fans now think they can go to games and do whatever they want to. I can interact with a player on social media. I can call him something to his face when he turns on his phone. He'll see what I say. This is not going to go the other way. And eventually, we're going to get to the point where there's a separation between courtside seats and the fans courtside and the court. So the ball can't get there, fans can't get
Pizza
there.
and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli, bacon, cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Handle the chips double biggie with cheese.
Stevens Point on the field defensively for SPASH today. At first base is Caleb Mayer. At second base, Cale Roth. At shortstop, Carl Beekler. At third base, Ben Fonte. In right field, Braylon Nystrom. In center field, Bennett Klisch. In left field, Jackson Fox. The catcher is Deacon Kobach. On the mound is right-hander Ty Reckner. Leadoff batter for Marshfield here in the first, third baseman Chase Robinson. Reckner, like Mattis, pitching from the stretch with no one on base. Sets and throws, half swing and a miss for strike one. Stevens Point on top, 1-0. Tigers batting in the home half of the first here at Jack Hackman Field. 0-1 pitch to Chase Robinson. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Reckner, a big right-hander. Sets himself again and throws 0-2. Low and outside for ball, 1-2. Talked about teams with their number one pitchers on Tuesday. Number one guys now going on Tuesday. in the first game of each week's conference series. The 1-2 pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. And Robinson on strikes. Now on Thursdays, you see usually the team's number 2 pitcher. And many of them are pretty good. Owen Griesbach standing in, playing center field for Marshfield today. Rector gets set and throws. Over for called strike 1. Again, mentioning the Bucks coaching search and asking for permission to visit with Scott Brooks about that vacancy. There are some other names being mentioned as well for that job. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. Hit right back towards the box, but by Rickner towards second base. Grabbed by Roth, throws to first base quickly for the out. A little skimmer right through the box, and Rickner couldn't grab it. Went out towards second base. Picked up by Roth. He makes the play for out number 2. 2 down, and left fielder Ben Each the batter. Hitting number 3 for the Tigers today. Now some bright sunshine peeking out through that cloud cover. Rector gets his sign from Kobach, gets set and delivers in the dirt for ball 1. Stevens Point on top, 1-0. Marshfield batting. Bottom half of the first, bases empty and 2 out. 1-0 on Ben Deach, who's back in there. And Richter gets set and delivers. Over for a called strike, 1-1. Some other names mentioned for that Bucks job. Current Milwaukee assistant Charles Lee. Golden State assistant Kenny Atkinson, who's talked about a lot about coaching vacancies. Rechner's next pitch, high hopper towards second, picked up by Roth. He'll toss to first base in time for the out. And one other name mentioned, former Charlotte coach James Borrego. In the first for Marshfield, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After 1 inning, our score is Stevens Point 1 and the Marshfield Tigers 0.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Mall Furniture has every type of chair you can think of. Lazy Boy, Best Swivel, Queen Anne, Marshfield, all types of lift chairs. We have it all. All are ready to pick up and take home today. Mall Furniture sells locally made products and is proud to serve Central Wisconsin. We've been family owned and operated for over 45 years and looking forward to many more. Have a look at us online at mallfurniturewi.com.
Mall Furniture, where value is yours.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, nasonvilledairy.com.
Hey, it's Jeff Jenkins from the Milwaukee Brewers, here to tell you that before and after every Brewers game, get all your Wisconsin sports updates from Zaleski Sports. Zaleski Sports is your Wisconsin hometown high school sports network. Do it.
The DH, Devin Morozic, standing in for Stevens Point. Big right-handed batter. And Matta stays in the stretch here. Gets set and delivers a curveball that breaks high for ball 1. Stevens Point on top, 1-0. Tigers batting, or Stevens Point batting. Top half of the second inning here at Jack Hackman Field. Here is the 1-0 delivery. Line shot towards left field. Deach in the gap, moves over and makes the catch. Hit hard, but Ben Deach tracks it down in left field for out number 1. 1 man down. And third baseman Ben Fonte now batting for Stevens Point. Another right-handed batter. Manna stays in the stretch at all times. And delivers here. High fly ball to deep left center field. Owen Griesbach going way back. This ball over his head and to the warning track. Fonte to second base. He'll stop there with a long double. Ball hit well by Ben Fonte. And Stevens Point is a man in scoring position with one out here in the second.
Fonte doubles off the wall, bringing up number 11, Caleb Meyer.
The SPASH first baseman, Caleb Mayer, now batting. Hitting right-handed, his first at-bat of the day. Tall right-handed batter. Manis in the stretch, checks that base runner. And now delivers. Ground ball back up the middle into center field for a base hit. Fonte rounding third base, he'll come home on the base hit by Caleb Mayer. And Stevens Point leads 2-0. Saw an example there, I think, of the fact that the playing field here at Jack Hackman Field still a bit soggy. That ball got to center field and didn't roll real hard. The center fielder Owen Griesbach kind of stopped out there. And so Mayer able to score from second base on that single, and SPASH leads 2-0. Shortstop Carl Beekler now stands in for Stevens Point. Mayer at first base, held there by Halverson. Pitch on the way, a big curveball breaks inside for ball one. Marshfield Tiger baseball this afternoon here on WOSQ. Brought to us by American Family Insurance agent Randy Lemoyne of Marshfield. 1-0 on Carl Beekler. Mattis checks the base runner. Throws once again. Curveball up and in for a ball. 2-0. Tiger baseball also sponsored by the Dental Clinic of Marshfield, Stratford and Neilsville, the Sports Den of Marshfield, and Ag Country Farm Credit Services. 2-0 on Carl Beekler. Mayer leads at first base, and Mattis looks over there. And now delivers. In there for a call strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Beekler, the number 9 man in the SPASH batting order today. Carson Mattis on the mound for Marshfield this afternoon. Working from the stretch, he delivers. Fly ball to right center field in the gap. Griesbach and Anderson converge, and it's Anderson in right field coming in to make a nice running catch in shallow right center field for out number 2. And Mayer goes back to first base. Braden Anderson covering some ground out there in right field for the second out. Leadoff man Jackson Fox now batting for Stevens Point. Singled and scored Point's first run back in the first inning. Mayer leads at first base now with 2 outs. Pitch on the way, breaking ball on the outside corner or off the plate, and a delayed steal attempt is successful as Mayer gets to second base and stops right there. Pitch was off the plate for ball 1, and Mayer on a delayed steal takes second base. The SPASH Ball Club also used that delayed steal to their advantage against Marshfield on Tuesday. 1-0 now on Jackson Fox with Mayer at second base and 2 outs. Mattis ready and delivers. Fly ball into right center field. Anderson and Griesbach both come in. Anderson gets there, makes the catch to end the inning. In the second for Stevens Point, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 1. We've now played an inning and a half. Our score is Stevens Point 2 and the Marshfield Tigers nothing. And back with more baseball in just a moment.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care Plus, work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
I really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Chai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
For years, our Stone Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Stone Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
Leadoff man for Marshfield here in the second, catcher Adam Gilbertson.
Batting number 15, Adam Gilbertson.
Tiger catcher batting left-handed. And the pitch by Ty Reckner swung on a miss for strike one. Stevens Point with single runs in each of the first 2 innings today. They lead 2-0 as the Tigers bat in the home half of the second inning. Here's the 0-1 to Gilbertson. A big swing and a miss. 0-2. Wind a bit active out there. A flag in right center field blowing around somewhat, but not too much of a factor right now. Reckner throws 0-2 and a half swing, chop foul on the third base side at a play. Still 0-2 on Adam Gilbertson. Adam, the cleanup man now in the Tiger batting order. Reckner gets set and throws once again. High hopper towards second base. Picked up by Roth. Tosses to first base in time for the out. And Cale Roth at second base has now handled 3 consecutive ground balls. Tiger batter is first baseman Cole Halverson. And Cole with a very long home run over in Plover on Tuesday to account for Marshfield's 2 runs in that 4-2 loss to Stevens Point. Reckner from the stretch. He throws a big swing and a miss for strike one. Now, please stay with us on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ this evening. Following baseball, it's NBA playoff basketball. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. Pop foul over the screen, 0-2. Boston and Philadelphia meet in Game 6 of their series. Philadelphia leading 3-2. Our broadcast begins following Tiger baseball this evening here on WOSQ. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Halverson, low and outside for a ball. 1-2. You can tell that the Stevens Point pitchers are told to waste a pitch if they get ahead 0-2, and they really do waste their pitches, not close to the strike zone. The 1-2 pitch on the way, punch towards second base. Roth charges, snares it, goes to first base in time for the out. And that's now 4 consecutive ground balls. Hit to SPASH second baseman Cale Roth. He's getting quite a workout today.
Up, bringing up number 12, Wyatt Post.
Tiger batter is second baseman Wyatt Post, batting for the first time. Right-handed batter. Post digs in, and Reckner stays in the stretch. Gets set and throws a swing and a miss for strike one. Marshfield batting last half of the second. Stevens Point on top 2-0. Bases empty and 2 out. 0-1 on Wyatt Post. Reckner ready once again. Throws, pop foul over the screen, out of play. 0-2. At one time this year, Wyatt was Marshfield's cleanup man, but the batting order has been changed somewhat by Coach Southworth in recent weeks. 0-2 pitch on the way. A swing and a miss and a good breaking ball to end the inning. Well, Rector didn't waste that one. Nice pitch in the strike zone, and Post swings and misses to end the inning. In the second for Marshfield, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We've now played 2 innings, and our score is Stevens Point 2, Marshfield nothing.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet, and going on now through the end of May, the Spring Tire Plus event, which means huge saving on select tires. $50 rebates, $70 rebates, up to $100 rebates on select tires. Going on now through May 31st.
Hey, it's Jeff Jenkins from the Milwaukee Brewers, here to tell you that before and after every Brewers game, get all your Wisconsin sports updates from Zaleski Sports. Zaleski Sports is your Wisconsin hometown high school sports network. Do it.
All getting their shot at that spot. The leadoff man for Stevens Point here in the third is second baseman Cale Roth, who drew a homer run with a base hit back in the first inning. He's 1 for 1. Roth batting left-handed. Mattis from the stretch. And he delivers on the outside corner for a called strike 1. Stevens Point on top, 2-0. Point batting in the top half of the third here at Jack Hackman Field. No balls, 1 strike on Cale Roth. Mattis gets his sign from Gilbertson and now delivers. That's a bit low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stevens Point alone in first place in the Wisconsin Valley Conference standings heading into action today. Now the 1-1 delivery. Breaks on the outside corner for a called strike. 0-2. Braxton Kurth on Tuesday had some difficulty with that breaking ball, but Mattis throwing his in the strike zone today. Count is 1-2. Mattis gets set and delivers. A swing and a foul chop behind home plate. Count stays 1-2. Two, three, 4 men up for Stevens Point here in the third inning. Roth digs in once again, slightly open stance, left-hander. And the pitch by Mattis. Ground ball in the first baseline and right through Halverson's legs. And Roth will reach. Ball tracked down by second baseman Wyatt Post. But Marshfield's first error of the day. Hit right at Halverson, but Cole cannot make the play. Leadoff base runner for SPASH here in the third. And the batter is center fielder Bennett Klisch, who flied to right his first time up, 0 for 1. Stevens Point, a good ball club. Don't like to make mistakes like that against this team. Give them extra chances. Klisch digs in, number 3 batter for Stevens Point today. Roth leads at first base, held there by Halverson. And Mattis throws, a breaking ball misses high for ball 1. SPASH with single runs in each of the first 2 innings and looking for more runs here in the third. 1 ball, no strikes on Bennett Klisch. Digs in once again. Roth edges off first base. Mattis throws over, but Roth gets back in time. Klisch, tall right-handed batter. Playing center field for SPASH today. Digs in once again. Mattis throws, a breaking ball. Bet high and away for a ball, 2-0. Well, a great day for baseball today. Been a nice week so far. Good conditions on Tuesday, and very pleasant conditions today as well. Now the 2-0 pitch, hit in the air deep but foul down the left field line. A long drive by Klisch, but he was out in front. A long foul ball. He'll come back with a count of 2 balls and 1 strike. Cale Roth at first base, held there by Halverson. Roth is not gone as of yet. Mattis checks him. Here's the pitch. Low and outside for a ball. And the count now 3-1. Dangerous spot here for Carson Mattis with Klisch, the number 3 man in the batting order, followed by the cleanup man, Kobach. Carson back to the stretch. 3-1 pitch, hit in the air to right field. Braden Anderson goes back. Looks like he has a play. He'll make the catch for the out, and Roth hustles back to first base. Ball hit well by Klisch, but tracked down by Anderson for out number 1. Here's the SPASH catcher, Deacon Kobach, who bounced to Robinson at third base his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Kobach also a real dangerous guy with the bat.
Now batting number 1, Deacon Kobach.
Batting right-handed, Roth edges off first base, and Mattis looks over. He's going. Pitch is in there for a called strike. Throw to second base is there in time, but the tag came down late. The throw is a bit high, and by the time Post got the tag down, Roth had slid underneath. So Point now 3 of 3 on stolen base tries today. The count on Kobach, 0-1. And SPASH is a man in scoring position once again. Mattis is ready and throws low. Blocked by Gilbertson. 1 ball, 1 strike. The WIAC baseball tournament is underway. That's being played this weekend at Jordan Zimmerman Field at UW-Stevens Point. Point has the top seed, having won the regular season conference championship. However, the Pointers were beaten earlier today in the first game of that tournament, losing to Oshkosh 5-3. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Kobach coming up. High hopper towards short, picked up by Lang. Throws to first base, a low throw, and dug out by Halverson for the out. On the play, Roth moves to third base. Lang did not have much velocity on that throw, but it got there. Halverson digs it out for out number 2. And Roth takes third base on that ground ball.
Now batting number 7, Braylon Nystrom.
So Stevens Point is now man of third base with 2 outs, and right fielder Braden Nystrom will bat. Pitch by Mattis foul to the right side of the play for strike 1. Stevens Point lost today to Oshkosh 5-3. Point's first loss in that tournament. And Marshfield's Logan Homolka played third base in that game for Stevens Point and was 0 for 4. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Rides outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the second game of the day between Whitewater and La Crosse is now underway. Stevens Point will play the loser of that game in the consolation round tomorrow at 10 a.m. at Stevens Point. Mattis gets set. The 1-1 to Nystrom. Ground ball towards second base and booted by Post into right field. All hands are safe. Roth will score, and Point leads 3-0. Marshfield Tigers commit 2 costly errors here in this third inning. Roth scores on the play. Nystrom takes first base. There is no RBI on that play.
And brings up number 18, Devin Mrozik.
And now the DH, Devin Mrozik, will bat. He lined hard to Deach in left field his first time up, 0 for 1. Mattis should be out of this inning. Working from the stretch once again, he delivers. Low and outside, ball 1. It's now Stevens Point 3, Marshfield 0. Point batting top half of the third. Nystrom at first base with 2 outs. 1-0 on Devin Mrozik. Stands back in there. Mattis is ready. and delivers. A curveball hit on the third base side, but just foul. 1-1. So Whitewater and La Crosse playing right now in the first round of that WIAC tournament. The winner plays Oshkosh in the second round on Friday, while Stevens Point gets the La Crosse Whitewater loser tomorrow at 10 a.m. And we'll have WIAC baseball action today, tomorrow, and Saturday at Jordan Zimmerman Field at UW Stevens Point. 1-1 on Morozek. Mattis to the belt. And now delivers. Low and outside for ball. Runner is going. Throw to second base is late. Stolen base for Nystrom. And Point now 4 of 4 on stolen base tries today. The count on Morozek, 2 balls, 1 strike. WIAC, like the Midwest Conference, has a 4-team baseball tournament. The count is 2-1. Mattis throws again. Ground ball towards short. Picked up by Lang. He bobbles it, and all hands safe once again. Ball hit to Lang. Playable, certainly. But Bennett coughs it up. And so Morozek reaches, and Nystrom takes third base. So Tiger infielders now have committed 3 errors here in the third inning. And Coach Southworth comes out for a chat. Not so much probably with Carson Mattis, but with his infielders. A ball booted by Halverson at first base. Then one muffed by Post at second base, and now Lang at shortstop, who usually is quite sure-handed, misplays another ground ball. Runners at first and third, 2 outs, as Coach Southworth gives his infielders some quick instruction on how to play those ground balls. WIAC has 6 teams at the softball tournament at Whitewater this weekend, but just 4 at the baseball tournament in Stevens Point. Some conferences put everybody in there. Some the top 4, some the top 6, some the top 8. The batter now is third baseman Ben Fonte, who doubled and scored his first time up. Mattis working from the stretch. Delivers a curveball across for a called strike 1. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. This inning should have been over for Mattis long ago. Fonte back in there, no balls, 1 strike. Mattis ready once again. And delivers. Line shot to center field, drops for a base hit. Nystrom is in, Morozek rounding second base, and he'll take third as that ball dies out there in center field. Ben Fonte with a run-scoring base hit. Stevens Point takes a 4-0 lead. So the miscues on the infield really hurting the Tiger cause here in the third inning. Again, all runs scored by Point in this third inning will be unearned. Heading next is the first baseman Caleb Mayer. Picked up an RBI base hit his last time up. Mayer batting right-handed. Mattis is set, runner at first base going. Here's a line drive to center field, and that falls for a base hit. Morozek is in, and Fonte takes third base. Mayer delivers the RBI single. Stevens Point scores once again, and SPASH now leads 5-0. So Stevens Point has combined 3 Tiger errors with 2 base hits after 2 are out to score 3 runs rather, here in the third inning. Number 9 batter, Carl Beekler now batting. He flied to right his first time up. We'll see if Mayer's on the move at first base here. Mattis checks the base runners. Pitch on the way. Curveball is a bit high for ball 1. It's now Stevens Point 5, Marshfield nothing. Point batting in the top of the third. Runners at first and third, and 2 outs. 1-0 on Carl Beekler. Mattis is set and delivers. Across for a called strike. 1-1. WIAC did have 4 teams at their softball tournament for a number of years. Now they increased that to 6 this year. But still only 4 at the baseball tournament. 1-1 on Carl Beekler. Pitch on the way. Ground ball to deep short and into left field for another base hit. Fonte will score, and Mayer stops at second base. Run scoring base hit for Carl Beekler plates another run. And Stevens Point now leads 6-0. So now 4 unearned runs for Stevens Point here in the third inning. Ninth man to bat this inning is leadoff man Jackson Fox, who has singled and scored and fly to right. Mattis checks the base runners and now delivers low and outside for ball 1. Our score is Stevens Point 6, Marshfield nothing. Point batting in the top of the third. Mayer at second base, Beekler at first with 2 outs. 1-0 on Jackson Fox. Mattis from the stretch delivers. Fly ball foul on the right side of the play. 1-1. Once again, this inning not the fault of Carson Mattis, but 3 errors by his infielders behind him, resulting in a very, very rough third inning. 1-1 on Jackson Fox. And now Mattis throws again. A big curveball breaks inside. And then Stevens Point responding with 3 consecutive 2-out hits to plate those runners. From the bottom third of the batting order, no less. 2-1 on Jackson Fox. Pitch by Mattis. Outside for a ball, 3-1. Stevens Point sending 9 men to the plate here in the third inning. 3 balls, 1 strike on Jackson Fox. And Mattis throws once again, over for call strike. The count full 3-2 with 2 outs. The base runners at first and second will be on the move with this pitch. Fox back in there, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Mattis sets himself and now delivers. Ground ball left side and into left field for a base hit. Mayer rounding third base. He'll try to score. He will come home. Beekler stops at second base with that play in front of him. And Jackson Fox delivers Stevens Point's 4th consecutive 2-out base hit. And Point now leads 7-0. Mayer scores. Beekler takes second base. Fox at first. Stevens Point has batted around here in the third inning. And second baseman Cale Roth, who reached base on an error to begin this inning, stands back in. Batting left-handed. Pitch by Mattis. Up and away for ball 1. Stevens Point now leads 7-0. SPASH batting in the top of the third. Runners at first and second and 2 outs. The 1-0 to Cale Roth. High fly ball to right field. Anderson goes way back in right center. Gets there and he makes the catch to finally end the inning. But Stevens Point sends 10 men to bat here in the third. SPASH gets 5 runs. They are all unearned. On 4 hits, there were 3 Marshfield errors and 2 men left on base. Our score after 2.5 innings is Stevens Point 7 and the Marshfield Tigers nothing.
Bauer & Find has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Find Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet, and going on now through the end of May, the Spring Tire Plus event, which means huge saving on select tires. $50 rebates, $70 rebates, up to $100 rebates on select tires. Going on now through May 31st.
And Point now leads 7-0 as Marshfield bats in the bottom half of the third inning. Braxton Kurth, who's DHing for Marshfield today, will lead it off. Batting for the first time against Stevens Point right-hander Ty Reckner. Reckner stays in the stretch here. And his first pitch is low and outside for ball one. Stevens Point now leads 7-0. Marshfield batting, bottom half of the third here at Jack Hackman Field. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fly ball towards right field. Nystrom comes into shallow right field and grabs it for the out. 1 out in the Tiger third inning. The right fielder Braden Anderson now batting. Hitting for the first time. Reckner stays in the stretch and delivers a swing and a miss for strike one. The softball rankings in for this week from the Wisconsin Fast Pitch Softball Coaches Association. Several area teams are listed this week. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses inside for ball, 1-1. In Division 1, Kaukauna ranked number 1. Superior is second. Green Bay Preble third. DC Everest number 6. In Division 1 softball this week. 1-1 pitch on the outside corner for call and strike 2. Medford ranked number 1 in Division 2 this week, although that could change after the Raiders got beat by Mosinee last night. A good ball game, 3-2. Mosinee got that win. The 1-2 pitch to Anderson on the way. Missed outside for a ball, 2-2. Freedom second in the Division 2 softball poll. And Ellsworth ranked number 3. Anderson back in there, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reckner sets himself and throws once again over for a call and strike 3. Reckner now has fanned 3 tonight. And shortstop Bennett Lang is batting.
With 2 outs, the batter, number 3, Bennett.
Number 9 man for the Tigers today. Sun popping out once again. It's done that from time to time this afternoon. Lang digs in. And Reckner stays in the stretch position and delivers low for ball 1. Marshfield batting, bottom half of the third. Stevens Point on top, 7-0. Base is empty and 2 out. The 1-0 to Bennett Lang on the way. Low inside corner, call strike, 1-1. In Division 3, the top team in the state in softball is Poynette, always a real powerhouse in high school softball. Here's the 1-1 pitch, ground ball towards deep short. Beekler in the hole will snare it, turn, fire across the diamond, and just in time to end the inning. Well done by SPASH shortstop Carl Beekler on that ground ball in the hole, and that retires the side. In the third for Marshfield, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Our line score now through 3 innings. Stevens Point, 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors, they left 4. For Marshfield, no runs, no hits, 3 errors, and no one left on base.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. They are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just to feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Although victimized by some shoddy defense behind him in the third inning, and SPASH putting together a 5 unearned run inning. 3, 4, 5 men batting for Stevens Point here in the fourth. Leadoff man, center fielder Bennett Klisch. Klisch has twice flied to Anderson in right field. He's 0 for 2. Matta stays in the stretch. And the pitch to Klisch rides high for ball 1. Stevens Point 7, Marshfield nothing. SPASH batting in the top of the fourth here at Jack Hackman Field. Bright sunshine right now. Mattis throws once again, high and outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Had gloomy gray skies earlier, but not right now. Bright sunshine at the ballpark right now. Here's the 2-0 delivery, up and in for a ball, 3-0. No action right now in the Marshfield bullpen. Klisch back in there, 3 balls, no strikes. And the pitch on the way, breaking ball is across for a call strike, 3-1. Adam Gilbertson catching for Marshfield today. We talked about him with our pregame interview with Coach Southworth today. Here's the 3-1 delivery. Ground ball back towards second base, grabbed by the shortstop Lang, throws across the diamond just in time. Superb play by Bennett Lang behind the bag at second base to toss out Bennett Klisch for out number 1. Very rare error by Bennett in the third inning. And he shows on that play what he can do defensively for the shortstop position for the Marshfield Tigers. Catcher Deacon Kobach now batting. Kobach has bounced to short, bounced to third, 0 for 2. Mattis sets himself and delivers. And misses inside for ball 1. Getting back to the WIAA softball rankings. I mentioned Poinet, number 1 in Division 3. Broadhead, number 2, and number 3 is Fond du Lac Winnebago Lutheran this week. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Rides high for a ball, 2-0. You're listening to Wisconsin Valley Conference Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and ZaleskiSports.com. The 2-0 pitch on the way. Over for a call strike, 2-1. I'm Gene Delisio at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Marshfield and Stevens Point baseball this afternoon. Point on top 7-0 as they bat in the fourth inning. The 2-1 to Deacon Kobach. Lined on the left field line, foul. That ball way inside, and Kobach turned on it. And very little chance he could hit that ball in fair territory. It was so far inside, but he got around with it. Smashed it foul. 2-2. Kobach back in there. Mattis is set. Throws a curveball, a swing and a miss. Nasty breaking ball by Carson Mattis, and cleanup man Deacon Kobach out on strikes. That's Carson's first strikeout today. With 2 outs, the batter is right fielder Braden Nystrom. Reached base on an error and scored his last time up. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Carson Mattis on the mound for Marshfield. Sets himself and throws a curveball, a swing and a miss for strike 1. Stevens Point leads at 7-0 as they bat. Top of the fourth, bases empty and 2 outs. 0-1 on Braylon Nystrom. Mattis ready, throws once again. Misses inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the Division 4 softball rankings, Grantsburg ranked number 1, always a strong program in the northwest part of the state. Manus gets set and throws. Bounces in for a ball, 2-1. Fall Creek second from the Western Clover Belt. Horicon third, the Auburndale Eagles number 9. Division 4 this week. And in Division 5, Oakfield number 1. Pacelli second, Highland third. Assumption Royals are fourth, McDonald Max number 6. Pitch by Mattis. In the dirt for a ball, 3-1. So 3 area schools ranked in the top 6 in the Division 5 softball rankings this week. Pacelli second, Assumption fourth, McDonald number 6 this week. 3 balls, 1 strike on Braylon Nystrom. Digs in once again. Mattis gets set and throws a big curve ball up and in for ball 4. First walk issued by Carson today. Point has a 2-out base runner. And DH Devin Morozic batting. He has reached base on an error and scored and lined to left 0 for 2. Marshfield infield defense committing 3 errors in the 3rd inning, leading to 5 unearned runs in this ball game. And that's the difference today. Morozic digs in. Nystrom leads at first base. SPASH 4 of 4 on stolen base tries today. Now Mattis backs off the rubber. Morozic back in the box. And Mattis gets set and delivers. Breaking ball in the dirt for ball 1. A couple of good softball teams in our area this year. Auburndale playing well in the Marywood South. And Mosinee not too bad in the Great Northern this year. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way. Ground ball down the third base side and just outside the bag foul. Didn't miss by much. But a foul ball, 1-1. Mosinee with that big win over Medford last night, 3-2. Medford's first loss in the Great Northern Conference this year. Antigo also playing quite well in Great Northern Conference softball. Those 3 teams very strong this year. 1 ball, 1 strike on Devin Morozic. He stands back in there. Carson Mattis from the stretch. Runner is going. Pitches outside for a ball. Throw to second base is offline into center field. And Nystrom is up. He'll take third base. Nystrom steals second base and takes third on the throwing error by Gilbertson. Now 4 Tiger errors in this ball game. And Stevens Point has 1 more run 90 feet away. Count on Morozic, 2 balls, 1 strike. Stands in once again. And Mattis checks the base runner. Delivers. Fouled on the first base side. The right fielder Anderson has a look, but the ball falls out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes on Devin Morozic. Digs in once again. Mattis always in the stretch there. And now delivers a curveball, popped up into shallow left field. Lang out, Deach comes in, and Ben takes charge, makes the play to end the inning. Stevens Point in the 4th. No runs, no hits. A walk, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We played 3.5 innings, and our score remains Stevens Point 7 and the Marshfield Tigers nothing.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Nice play by SPASH first baseman Caleb Meyer on that foul ball. Hit over his head, tracks it down for out number 1. Owen Griesbach now batting for Marshfield, Tiger center fielder today. Bounds to second his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Griesbach stands in, batting right-handed. Ty Reckner throwing for Stevens Point today. He delivers. That pitch a bit low for ball 1. Our scoreboard updates today on WOSQ brought to us by American Family Insurance Agent Randy Lemoyne of Marshfield. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a call strike, 1-1. Tiger Baseball also sponsored by Edward Jones Investments of Marshfield, the St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Store of Marshfield, and also by the House of Heating in Marshfield. Here's the 1-1 pitch, ground ball towards second base, snared by Roth, goes to first base in time for out number 2. Busy day for SPASH second baseman Cale Roth. Now has 5 assists in this contest this afternoon.
Now for the Tigers, number 11, Ben Deach.
Tiger batter is left fielder Ben Deach. He bounced to Roth his first time up 0 for 1. Reckner now only 34 pitches. We're in the 4th inning. Very minimal total for Reckner today. He throws here, low and outside, ball 1. Stevens Point leads it 7-0. Marshfield batting. Bottom half of the 4th. Base is empty and 2 out. Here is the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. Roth at second base behind the bag. Grabs it. Throws in time to end the inning. Once again, Cale Roth at second base makes the play to retire the side. In the 4th for Marshfield, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. And now our line score through 4 innings. Stevens Point, 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors, and 5 men left on base. Marshfield, no runs, no hits, 4 errors, and no one left on base. That was more baseball from Jack Hackman Field. Following these messages.
We know how a bank should be. High
School Sports is being brought to you courtesy of our broadcaster club members, including Four Choices, 114 East 14th Street, Marshfield. Dine in or carry out. Call 714.
The Midstate Technical College Healthcare Simulation Center, in a partnership with Aspirus, is a state-of-the-art interdisciplinary healthcare simulation center. It provides specialized spaces and simulation technology equipped with medium and high-fidelity mannequins and other equipment to create complex healthcare training scenarios. Visit our website at mstc.edu/simcenter.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Tiger Baseball today here on WOSQ and ZaleskiSports.com. Marshfield and Stevens Point meeting in this Wisconsin Valley Conference matchup. Point batting in the 5th and leading by 7. 7, 8, 9 men coming up for Stevens Point here in the 5th, and that's based on today's work. No easy task for Marshfield pitcher Carson Mattis. as those three guys in the bottom part of the SPASH batting order have combined for 4 singles, a double, and 4 RBIs. The leadoff man is third baseman Ben Fonte. He has singled, doubled, has 1 RBI. He scored twice. Pitch by Carson Mattis, breaks inside for ball 1. Stevens Point batting in the 5th inning. They lead Marshfield 7-0 here at Jack Hackman Field. The 1-0 from Carson Mattis breaks across for call strike, 1-1. The big story today, 3 errors by the Marshfield infield in the 3rd inning, leading to 5 unearned runs for Stevens Point. Here's the 1-1 pitch, a curveball hit foul. 1-2. To SPASH's credit, they followed those errors with 4 consecutive 2-out hits to plate 5 runs. Ball and 2 strikes on Ben Fonte. Stands in once again. Carson Mattis on the mound for Marshfield today. Sets and delivers high and outside for a ball. 2-2. Carson always working from the stretch position. Stays in that position right here. He throws once again. Curveball whacked foul on the right side of the play. Still 2-2. Marshfield showing their new orange jerseys today. Orange pinstripe jerseys with the players' names on the back. 2-2 on Fonte. And the pitch by Mattis, a swing and a miss. High fastball, and Fonte climbed the ladder, couldn't reach it. That's out number 1. Carson's 2nd strikeout today. First baseman Caleb Mayer batting. Mayer has 2 singles, 2 RBIs. He scored 1 run today. Right-handed batter. And Mattis ready, he throws. Swing and a miss for strike 1. We'll resume NBA playoff basketball Friday night on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ as Golden State and the Los Angeles Lakers square off. Here's the 0-1 pitch, outside for ball 1-1. Lakers now leading 3-2. They can try to wrap up that series in Los Angeles tomorrow evening. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch by Mattis. Line shot towards second base and grab by Post. Throws to first base in time for the out. Hit hard, but Wyatt Post on the second hop makes the play for out number 2. SPASH shortstop Carl Beekler standing in. Beekler with a run-scoring base hit back in the 3rd. He's also flied to right. 1 for 2 on the day. Batting number 9 for Coach Terpstra this afternoon. Carson Mattis has gone all the way for Marshfield today. Gets set and throws. A swing and a miss for strike 1. Our score is Stevens Point 7, Marshfield nothing. Point batting, top of the 5th. Bases empty and 2 outs. 0-1 on Carl Beekler. Mattis throws once again. Curveball hit to the left side and through the hole for a base hit. And Beekler has his 2nd hit today. 2 on base runner for Stevens Point. That's now 9 SPASH hits today. And Coach Southworth will make a move here and change pitchers. Carson Mattis will leave. And Marshfield will have a new pitcher in the ball game. Right-hander coming in.
Well, the pitching change for the Tigers.
The new Tiger pitcher is Xander Edmondson. Xander Edmondson takes over on the mound for Marshfield, replacing Carson Mattis. Carson, the pitcher of record on the losing side for Marshfield, although did not throw badly today. Carson goes 4 2/3 innings, allows 7 runs, but only 2 earned. He gives up 9 hits, walked 1, and struck out 2. And right-hander Xander Edmondson now stands in to pitch for Marshfield. And again, more NBA playoff basketball tomorrow evening on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ. Golden State and the Lakers. Our broadcast begins at 8:30 tomorrow evening on 92.3 FM WOSQ and WOSQFM.com. Tiger coach John Southworth mentioned before the ball game, as a busy weekend of baseball, the Tigers playing a doubleheader against Chippewa Falls on Saturday. No, excuse me, against Lacrosse Logan on Saturday. And Lacrosse has to be rather judicious with his use of pitchers this week because of that twin bill coming up on Saturday. And Marshfield back in action next Tuesday against Wausau East here at Jack Hackman Field. Now Jackson Fox stands in to bat for Stevens Point. Fox 2 singles, an RBI, a run scored. He's also flied to right today. Xander Edmondson now on the mound for Marshfield. Working from the stretch. Delivers a bit low for ball 1. Our score is Stevens Point 7, Marshfield nothing. Point batting in the top half of the 5th. Beekler at first base with 2 outs. 1-0 on Jackson Fox. Edmondson throws again, across for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Coach Terpstra giving some signs at third base. Now Edmondson throws 1-1. Chop foul on the third base side. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. A couple of guys behind the SPASH dugout are throwing as well. Nobody in the bullpen, but just throwing behind the dugout, getting loose. Ball and 2 strikes on Jackson Fox. He stands back in there. And the pitch by Edmondson. Chopped foul over the screen on the first base side of the play. 1-2. Fox lunging at that one and getting it foul over the screen. Beekler back to first base to count on Fox. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Edmondson again to first base, and Beekler dives back in safely. Xander Edmondson, a right-hander, gets set. He throws once again, curveball up and in. 2-2. So Carson Mattis may take the loss today, although his ERA should not suffer all that much, giving up 2 earned runs in 4 2/3 innings. 2-2 on Fox. Here's the pitch. High hopper towards shortstop. Lang in the hole will grab it. A long throw across the diamond will be late. Ball gets away from Halverson as well, and so Beekler takes third base. That's an infield hit for Fox, sending Beekler to second base. And the low throw by Lang gets away from Halverson, allows Beekler to take third base. So a throwing error on Lang on that play, so an error on that play. Marshfield's 5th error today, 2nd on Bennett Lang. Cale Roth batting, the SPASH second baseman, has singled home a run, reached base on an error and scored and flied to right. Batting left-handed. Takes one here for a called strike. Stevens Point leads it 7-0 as they bat in the top of the 5th. Runners at the corners and 2 out. 0-1 on Cale Roth. Runners going, pitch on the way, is low for a ball. Throw to second base is late. And no advance by Beekler at third base. He went down the line, but then saw that he didn't have much of a chance there. So Fox steals second base. Beekler holds at third. The count on Roth, 1 ball, 1 strike. Stands in once again. And the pitch by Edmondson. High hopper towards second base. Picked up by Post. Goes to first base in time to end the inning. In the 5th for Stevens Point. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 2 men left on base. Now after 4.5 innings, our score is Stevens Point 7, Marshfield nothing. More baseball following these messages.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
It appears Stevens Point may be making some changes defensively. Josh Opiola, who was Point's winning pitcher against Marshfield on Tuesday, is now in the game at first base. We'll check some other changes, but that's the one we see right now. Opiola now at first base for Stevens Point. Marshfield batting in the 5th, trailing by 7. Catcher Adam Gilbertson bounced to second his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Ty Reckner has not allowed a base runner today for Stevens Point. He's been very tough on the mound. Gilbertson digs in. And the pitch on the way. High and outside, ball 1. Stevens Point leads it 7-0. Marshfield batting bottom half of the 5th here at Jack Hackman Field. Here's the 1-0 delivery. High fly ball in foul ground on the left side. The third baseman Fonte may have a play and reaches up and makes the catch in foul ground for out number 1. Ball played well by third baseman Ben Fonte for the first out. The first baseman Cole Halverson batting. Cole 0 for 1. He bounced to second his first time up. Cole batting right-handed. Reckner gets set and delivers. Line towards left field. It drops for a base hit. Marshfield's first hit today. Cole Halverson lines it to left field. Reckner had retired the first 13 men he faced today before Halverson's base hit. Wyatt Post now batting for Marshfield, playing second base. He struck out his first time up, 0 for 1. Right-hander Ty Reckner throwing for Stevens Point today. Gets set and delivers. Line foul on the first base side for strike 1. Stevens Point on top here, 7-0. As Marshfield bats in the bottom half of the 5th, 1 out and 1 on. 0-1 on Wyatt Post. He stands in once again. Reckner ready. And now delivers. Ground ball back up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Halverson holds at second base. Back-to-back singles by Halverson and Post. And Marshfield has base runners at first and second with only 1 out. The DH, Braxton Kurth, now standing in for Marshfield. Braxton flied to right his first time up, 0 for 1. Ty Reckner on the mound, only thrown about 40 pitches so far. He throws here, over for a call and strike 1. That's 42 pitches now for Reckner, so his pitch count quite minimal for a ball game in the 5th inning. 0-1 on Braxton Kurth. Reckner ready, throws once again. Going outside for a ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. We were talking earlier about the WIAC baseball tournament in Stevens Point. The NACC tournament also underway this weekend in Mequon at Concordia of Mequon. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Across for a called strike. 1-2. One game played at that tournament earlier today, and the Milwaukee School of Engineering won its ball game with Concordia of Chicago 5-3. Top 8, no, maybe the top 6. Top 6 in that league go to that tournament. So Concordia of Mequon is hosting but not playing. They did not finish in the top 6. Count as a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Missed down low for ball, 2-2. So MSOE beat Concordia of Chicago in the first game today at 5-3. Edgewood now facing Illinois Tech in the second game. And then 2 more ball games this evening. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Braxton Kurth. Rector gets set and delivers. Misses inside for a ball, and the count full 3-2. MSOE comes back and plays Benedictine. That contest about to start. And then Aurora will play the Edgewood Illinois Tech winner in the 4th game of the day at Capco Park in Mequon. Here's the full count pitch. Pop foul to the screen. Count stays 3-2. We do have, I think, one young man from our area playing baseball in the NACC this year. And that's Ethan Rice of Thorpe, who was on the roster at Concordia of Mequon. Didn't play much this year, but was on the roster. Here's the full count pitch once again. A swing and a miss. High fastball. And Kurth out on strikes. 4th strikeout for Nystrom today. Ethan played early in the year, a couple of ball games as a true freshman. Didn't see much action later in the year. But his Concordia team not playing at that tournament this weekend as they did not finish in the top 6. Braden Anderson now batting for Marshfield. Struck out his first time up, 0-for-1. The pitch by Reckner. Chop foul on the third base side for strike 1. Stevens Point leads it 7-0. Marshfield batting, bottom half of the 5th, 2 out, 2 on. 0-1 on Braden Anderson. Stands in once again. Ty Reckner in command for Stevens Point today, working from the stretch. Delivers once again. Over for a called strike, 0-2. Braden Anderson, by the way, one of the most unusual types of baseball players. Don't see very much. A guy who bats right and throws left. Quite unusual on any level of baseball. 0-2 here. Reckner throws once again. Ground ball towards second base. A nice hop for Roth. He'll grab it, throw to first base in time to end the inning. Tigers threaten, but they do not score here in the 5th. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 men left on base. Now our line score through 5 innings. Stevens Point 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors, and 7 men left on base. For Marshfield, no runs, 2 hits, 5 errors, and 2 runners left on base. Back with more baseball from Jack Hackman Field in just a moment.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Hey, it's Jeff Jenkins from the Milwaukee Brewers, here to tell you that before and after every Brewers game, get all your Wisconsin sports updates from Zaleski Sports. Zaleski Sports is your Wisconsin hometown high school sports network. Do it.
As well as ZaleskiSports.com. I'm Gene Delisio at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Stevens Point on top 7-0. As SPASH bats, the top half of the sixth, a defensive change for Marshfield. Mitchell Shoddy now playing right field for the Tigers. Center fielder Bennett Klisch leads off the Stevens Point sixth rather. Hits one down the third base side, picked up by Robinson. Fires across the diamond low, and Halverson can't take it out. That will be a throwing error on third baseman Chase Robinson, Marshfield's sixth error of the ball game. And now every man on the Tiger infield has made at least one error today, aside from the pitcher. 6 Tiger errors, all by infielders today. Catcher Deacon Kobach now batting. He's 0 for 3, 2 ground outs and a strikeout. Rather uncharacteristic for the SPASH cleanup man. Runner is going. Pitch is over for a called strike. Throw to second base will bounce in. Stolen base for Bennett Klisch. SPASH now 7 of 7 on stolen base attempts today. Count on Kobach. No balls and 1 strike. Xander Edmondson on the mound for Marshfield. He fires again. Across for a call strike 2. Edmondson on the relief of Carson Mattis today. 0-2 on Kobach. Xander working from the stretch here. Gets set and delivers. In the dirt for a ball. 1-2. Third through sixth place hitters for Stevens Point have not hurt the Tigers today. But that bottom third plus the leadoff man Fox have done some damage. Edmondson steps off. And Klisch back to second base. 1-2 on Deacon Kobach. And Edmondson throws, line towards left field, gets through for a base hit. Klisch to third base, he'll round third, try to score. Deach comes up throwing, the ball is way off line, up the third base line. And Klisch scores, Kobach takes second base on the throw. RBI base hit for Deacon Kobach. And Stevens Point now leads 8-0. SPASH hitter is Jackson Stetler. Jackson Stetler batting for Stevens Point in place of Braylon Nystrom. Edmondson from the stretch. Delivers, popped up into shallow right field. Shoddy coming over near the line, still coming, and drops the ball. Ball goes off his mitt and caroms into foul ground. Kobach stops at third base, and Stetler takes second base. And that'll be another Tiger error. That ball playable for Shoddy in right field. He came on, and the ball just glanced off his mitt. So Kobach to third base. Stetler takes second. The DH, Devin Morozic, now batting. Tigers with 7 errors in this ballgame. Morozic has reached base on an error and twice fly to left field. Edmondson stays in the stretch and throws ground ball third base side and just foul for strike 1. By the way, we understand the Neilsville softball team leads Columbus 3-0 in a key ball game over at Marshfield Fairgrounds Park. That game now being shown on ZaleskiSports.com. Have to really commend Coach Zimmerman at Columbus High School, the way he has really brought that program on last couple of seasons. Great improvement in that Don softball program. The 0-1 to Morozic on the way. High fly ball to left field. Deach goes back in the gap, gets there, makes the catch. Kobach will tag and score. And Stetler holds at second base. Sacrifice fly and a run batted in for Devin Morozic. And Stevens Point now leads 8-0. Kobach scores on the play. And Stetler holds at second base. Let's check that. Stevens Point now leads 9-0. 9-0 lead. The third baseman, Ben Fonte, batting. He has singled, doubled, struck out. 2 runs scored, a run batted in. Pitch by Edmondson, low and outside, ball 1. Stevens Point leads at 9-0. Spash batting, top of the 6th. Stetler at second base, and 1 out. Edmondson gets set, throws once again. On inside for a ball, 2-0. No Stevens Point runs this inning will be earned because of 2 Tiger errors. Now the 2-0 pitch on the way. High and outside for a ball, 3-0. So Stevens Point has scored 9 runs today, 7 unearned, thanks to 7 Marshfield errors. Fonte back in there, 3 balls, no strikes. Edmondson in relief of Carson Mattis. Gets set and delivers. Up and in for ball 4. First walk issued by Edmondson. And the Spash batter is first baseman Caleb Mayer, 2 for 3, 2 singles. A run scored and 2 RBIs today. Xander Edmondson in relief of Carson Mattis this afternoon. He delivers here, high hopper towards short. Lang will charge it, grab it. He'll flip to post for 1 onto first base. Low throw, dug out by Halverson. Mayer beats it out, but they take out the middleman. Fonte retired on the force play for out number 2. Stetler goes to third base on the play, and Mayer at first. 2 men down. Carl Beekler batting, the Spash shortstop. 2 singles and a run batted in today. He's 2 for 3. Beekler batting right-handed. Edmondson gets set and throws, foul to the screen for strike 1. Our score now, Stevens Point 9, Marshfield nothing. Point batting in the top half of the 6th. Runners at first and third, and 2 outs. 7 unearned runs for Stevens Point today. 0-1 on Carl Beekler. Here's the pitch. High fly ball, foul on the first base side of the play. 0-2. Tough day for the Tigers defensively. 7 errors, 6 on the infield. Count is 0-2. Edmondson gets set and delivers. Line to left field and falls in the left field corner for a base hit. Stetler scores. Mayer will stop at second base. RBI single for Carl Beekler. Stevens Point now leads 10-0. As Stetler comes home and Mayer goes to third base on the play. 12 Spash hits today. The leadoff man, Jackson Fox, the batter. Fox with 3 singles and a run batted in. He'll be called back, however.
Now batting number 2 in place of Fox.
Jacob Ebel will bat. Jacob Ebel hitting for Fox. Xander Edmondson on the relief of Carson Mattis. Delivers, ground ball back up the middle. At shortstop, Lang grabs it. He flips to post at second base for the force play on Beekler to end the inning. In the 6th for Stevens Point, 3 runs, all unearned on 2 hits. 2 Tiger errors, 1 walk, 2 men left on base. We've now played 5.5 innings. Our score is Stevens Point 10, Marshfield nothing. We'll return for more baseball in just a moment.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet, and going on now through the end of May, the Spring Tire Plus event, which means huge saving on select tires. $50 rebates, $70 rebates, up to $100 rebates on select tires. Going on now through May 31st.
Back in the third, he's 0 for 1. Reckner's only thrown 51 pitches today. And we're entering the sixth inning. Gets set here and throws, found on the right side of the play for strike one. Stevens Point leads it 10-0 as Marshfield bats in the bottom half of the sixth. No balls, one strike. Reckner ready once again and fires. Half swing, but the pitch falls outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 7 Tiger errors in this ball game today. That's the story this afternoon. Here's the 1-1. Misses outside for a ball, 2-1. So only 2 earned runs for Stevens Point this afternoon. 2 balls, 1 strike on Bennett Lang. Reckner throws once again. Chopped foul at the plate. Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stevens Point does have 12 hits today, some of them quite timely. Lots of 2-out hits for SPASH this afternoon, especially in that 5-run third inning. Lang back in there, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reckner gets set, throws once again. A curveball breaks up and in for a ball. And the count full, 3-2. Bennett batting number 9 for Coach Southworth today. He'll step out. Beautiful day here in central Wisconsin. Bright sunshine right now. Rather gloomy earlier in the day. And once again, the full count pitch breaks up and in for ball 4. First walk issued by Ty Reckner today. Marshfield has a leadoff base runner. And third baseman Chase Robinson now batting. Chase has struck out and fouled out. He's 0 for 2. Quick toss to first base, and the ball dropped by the first baseman Opiola. Otherwise, pretty close play over there. Opiola now has left the ballgame apparently, and Nystrom is back in, playing right field, playing a first base. He's moved around a couple of times today. Next pitch low and inside for a ball, 1-0 to Chase Robinson. Reckner from the stretch. Gets set and delivers. Low for a ball, 2-0. Once again, there is a second baseball game here tonight at Jack Hackman Field between the Columbus Dons and Greenwood. 2-0 pitch on the way. Soft line drive to right field, drops for a base hit. Lang to second base, he'll stop right there. Chase Robinson loops one to right field for a base hit. And Marshfield has base runners at first and second with nobody out here in the sixth inning. Owen Griesbach now batting for Marshfield. Tiger center fielder has twice bounced to second today. 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Ty Reckner throwing for Stevens Point. Ready and now delivers. A swing and a miss for strike 1. Stevens Point leads it 10-0. Marshfield batting bottom half of the sixth. Base runners at first and second and nobody out. 0-1 on Owen Griesbach. Reckner ready once again. And now delivers. Popped up on the right side, going foul. The first baseman, Nystrom, has a play in foul ground, and he'll grab it for the out. No advance by the base runners. Griesbach fouls out for out number 1. Lang holds at second base, Robinson at first. By the way, Jackson Stetler is now playing right field for Stevens Point. Tiger left fielder Ben Deach now batting. He's twice bounced to second, 0 for 2 on the day. Pitch by Reckner. High hopper toward short. Cut off by the third baseman Fonte. Throws across the diamond in time for the out. Deach retired. Well done by third baseman Ben Fonte to snare that high hopper for out number 2. On the play, the base runners do advance. Lang takes third base. And Robinson to second. And they're in scoring position with 2 outs for catcher Adam Gilbertson, who is 0 for 2. Adam today has bounced to second and fouled to third. Gilbertson batting left-handed. And the pitch by Reckner. Been outside for ball 1. Stevens Point leads it 10-0. Marshfield batting bottom half of the 6th. Runners at second and third and 2 outs. 1-0 on Adam Gilbertson. Pitch by Reckner. Misses down low for ball, 2-0. We've been talking about the WIAC and NACC baseball tournaments. The Midwest Conference tournament begins tomorrow at Beloit College. And the Ripon baseball team, featuring Marathon's Brock Warren, competing in that event this weekend. Reckner throws again. Across for call strike, 2-1. In the first round tomorrow at 10 a.m., Ripon plays Chicago, and Beloit, which is the top seed, will take on Grinnell. They're using 2 different stadiums for that tournament in Beloit this weekend. 2-1 on Gilbertson. Reckner throws again. Pop foul on the third base side of the play. They're using the minor league ballpark and also Beloit College's home field. So they'll play 2 games at 10 and 2 more games at 2. And play continues on Saturday as well at the Midwest Conference Baseball Tournament in Beloit. 2-2 on Adam Gilbertson. Digs in once again. Reckner working from the stretch. Now gets set and throws. High for ball 3. That's really good to see that Beloit is hosting, because the Beloit athletic program has been rather down for a number of years now. They had some great teams back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, but they've been down recently. Full count pitch on the way. High hopper to the right side. Roth at second base will charge, grab it, and toss quickly to first base, and just in time to end the ball game. Cale Roth makes another good play for Stevens Point. He nabs Gilbertson at first base to retire the side and end the contest in 6 innings. Marshfield in the 6th. No runs, 2 hits. No runs on 1 hit. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, a walk, and 2 men left on base. Our final score this afternoon, in 6 innings, Stevens Point 10 and the Marshfield Tigers nothing. Back with our recap in just a moment.
High school sports is being brought to you courtesy of our Broadcaster Club members, including Citizen State Bank of Loyal, community-owned, community-minded. They welcome the opportunity to serve you no matter what life brings. Arts Body Shop.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Conference baseball knocking off the Marshfield Tigers 10-0 in 6 innings. This ball game scoreless early, but in fact not scoreless very early. The Marshfield Tigers allowing Stevens Point 1 run in the first when Fox singled, stole second, and scored on Kayla Ross' base hit. Point scored once again in the second inning with 1 out. Ben Fonte doubled and scored on Caleb Meyer's single. That gave Stevens Point a 2-0 lead. Then the roof kind of caved in on Marshfield in the third when the Tiger infield committed 3 errors. Stevens Point also got 4 hits with 2 outs, resulting in 5 unearned runs for Stevens Point in the third inning. That gave SPASH a 7-0 lead. Marshfield then settled down, had some other errors in the fourth and fifth, but Stevens Point then scored 3 unearned runs in the sixth inning, thanks to 2 more errors, plus a couple of base hits by Stevens Point. That gave SPASH a 10-0 lead. Meanwhile, Ty Reckner on the mound for Stevens Point. Very strong today. Retired the first 13 men he faced. Gave up 2 singles in the fifth, a single and a walk in the sixth. But Marshfield could not score against Stevens Point, and Point wins 10-0 in 6 innings tonight. The line score for Stevens Point, 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors, 9 runners left on base. For Marshfield, no runs, 3 hits, 7 errors. Tigers left 4. Winning pitcher Ty Reckner went 6 innings, gave up no runs on 3 hits, walked 1, and struck out 4. Marshfield starter Carson Mattis, the losing pitcher today. Carson went 4 2/3 innings, gave up 7 runs, but only 2 earned. On 9 hits, he walked 1, struck out 2. Xander Edmondson went 1 1/3, allowed 3 runs, none earned on 3 hits, and walked 1. Top hitters for Stevens Point today: Carl Beekler, 3 singles and 2 RBIs. Jackson Fox, 3 singles and a run batted in. Ben Fonte singled, doubled, and drove in a run. And Caleb Mayer had 2 singles and 2 runs batted in. For Marshfield, Chase Robinson, Cole Halverson, and Wyatt Post all had singles this afternoon. And Stevens Point gets the win over Marshfield today by a final score of 10-0. And more from Jack Hackman Field in just a moment.
High school sports is being brought to you courtesy of our broadcaster club members, including Citizen State Bank of Loyal, community-owned, community-minded. They welcome the opportunity to serve you no matter what life brings. Arts Body Shop, South Central Avenue, Marshfield. Quality body and frame work, including custom work. High school sports is also brought to you courtesy of Chips Hamburgers, South Central Avenue, Marshfield. Charbroiled fresh and instant service. Walk in or drive up. Can you handle Chips Champ?
The Marshfield Tiger Booster Club urges Tiger fans to nominate athletes, coaches, teams, and supporters for the Marshfield Tiger Athletic Hall of Fame. To make a nomination, go to the Marshfield High School website, then go to Athletics and the Hall of Fame. Open a nomination form and fill it out. The Hall of Fame committee will vote on nominations in June. This reminder from the Marshfield Tiger Booster Club. Win goes to Stevens Point this afternoon. SPASH knocks off the Marshfield Tigers 10-0 in 6 innings. A reminder for those of you near Jack Hackman Field, there will be a second ball game here tonight between the Columbus Dons and Greenwood in Cloverbelt Conference play. That ball game will start probably in about another half hour, 45 minutes here at Jack Hackman Field. The Stevens Point baseball team now 13-1 overall, 7-1 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference, and SPASH plays Chippewa Falls in a doubleheader at Buchel Park in Stevens Point Saturday. Game 1 begins at 11:30. The Marshfield Tigers are now 7-8 overall, 4-4 in conference play. The Tigers play a twin bill at La Crosse Logan on Saturday. Our next high school sports broadcast on 92.3 FM WOSQ is Tuesday when the Marshfield Tigers play Wausau East here at Jack Hackman Field. Game time 5 p.m. Our broadcast Tuesday at 4:45 right here on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ and WOSQFM.com. Our thanks to our sponsors of Tiger Baseball today on WOSQ, including American Family Insurance Agent Randy Lemoyne of Marshfield, Total Electric Service, First Choice Credit Union, and Sweats Oil and Sweats Country Corner Mart in Blinker. I'm Gene DeLisio. That's it from Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Again, our final score this afternoon, Stevens Point 10 and the Marshfield Tigers 0.
High school sports is being brought to you courtesy of our broadcaster club members, including Ag Country FCS Marshfield, supporting agriculture and rural communities with competitive credit and financial services. Dental Clinic of Marshfield, Stratford, and Neelsville. Schedule an appointment today. Dental care for life. And Merit Electric Service, Marshfield, electricians specializing in installations, repairs, and remodels, proudly supporting area youth and events.
Marshfield Tiger Baseball on WOSQ is brought to us by Marshfield Utilities, Sternweiss & Sons Ready Mix and Block Plant of Marshfield, Trudeau Construction, the Marshfield Tiger Booster Club, Nicolay National Bank, Hefco Floral, and I-State Truck Center of Marshfield. It's Marshfield Tiger Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ.
For Game 7. Celtics, Marcus Smart understands right where his team stands.
It's a true dogfight. Scratching, clawing, biting, blood, everything. And if you're not willing to pretty much get dirty, if you're not willing to bleed, if you're not willing to break something, if you're not willing to tear something, going hard.